Welcome to The Explainer. I'm Matt, she's Terry Jo. Everybody knows about Tom Crosby's legal fiasco and the $300,000 in legal fees that he is now demanding that the Cochise County, essentially the Cochise County property owners, the taxpayers, cover the bill for his legal expenses, his personal legal expenses, as he faces felony prosecution. Terry Jo Neff is here, and she's going to tell us about how this might get decided tomorrow. Terry Jo, what can you tell us?
Right, so the Board of Supervisors, Matt, originally said that they were going to discuss Tom Crosby's $300,000 demand on Friday. Now we know that they're going to actually do it on Thursday afternoon. So that's a little different. Part of the problem here, Matt, is we don't know what the Board of Supervisors, and by the Board of Supervisors, I only mean Kathleen Gomez and Frank Antonori, because Tom has kept himself conflicted off, which is a good sign. But we don't know what legal advice the out-of-county attorney has been providing to Frank and Kathleen, because they're doing all of those meetings in executive session, and under state law, they cannot come back out and tell the public, hey, here's what we were advised, because that has to be kept confidential.
So what's the likelihood of where Kathleen and Frank stand on this?
Well, they're both very much about fiscal responsibility. Also, we don't know yet if Tom Crosby's really going to go to trial. He's scheduled for trial later this summer. We don't know if the AG's office is actually going to follow through with that. We don't know if the Court of Appeals might step in and say, you know what, Mr. Crosby, you're right, you shouldn't go to trial on these criminal charges. So there's a chance that they might just decide to call Tom Crosby's bluff and say, you go ahead and sue us if you want, but we're going to wait to see what happens with your case.
Yeah, because even if any of those scenarios happen, the legal bills would still be legal bills, and lawyers do
Correct.
get paid. So really, what would be the rationale that they could be used? I mean, this is a Board of Supervisors that sort of cut a deep backroom deal with people that were suing them in
Right.
the case of the jail tax challenge. Could they not do the same thing and go cut a backroom deal with Tom?
Well, they could, but here's part of the problem with that. First of all, Tom Crosby has said that he wants $300,000, but he's admitted in his documents he's not yet spent $300,000 in legal fees. He's just saying it could get to that much if he goes to trial. So the other part is we don't know what he's really paid to date. We also don't know whether or not Cochise County's insurance provider would have actually covered a claim on this if one had been filed. So to just say, hey, Tom, we're going to give you $300,000 because we like you and we don't think you should have been prosecuted is one thing, but to actually go through the administrative process, it'll be important to see if our supervisors do that part of it first.
And is there still a way they could make an insurance claim after the fact?
We are told that Tom Crosby and even Peggy Judd, because she was also indicted back in November 2023, could still do it. The insurance company may just reject it, but you still go through the process. And so we're waiting to see if that's what the supervisors are going to ask Crosby to do.
So it sounds rather unlikely that we'll have any sort of definitive thing happen tomorrow, but it could happen, and it's definitely something Terry Jo is going to be keeping an eye on, keeping them honest there in county government. You've been watching The Explainer with Terry Jo Neff.